Welcome to my channel. Today we'll be learning the piano accompaniment of Easy by the Commodores in the original key. Feel free to use the chapters to skip 2 sections in the video. Here's our middle C for reference. The song is first played in the key of A flat major, which has 4 flats: B flat, E flat, A flat, and D flat. We'll begin by learning the main chord progression that contains 4 chords, which covers about 70% of the song. I'll go through the chords first and then show you how to play the rhythm. Starting with our left hand, we'll play A flat for our A flat major chord. Next, we'll play C for C minor 7, B flat for B flat minor 7, E flat for D over E chord. Again, A flat, C, B flat, and E flat. On our right hand, for A major, we'll play A flat, C, and E flat together. For C minor 7, we'll keep our top E flat note and move our lower notes to play G and B flat. So we have G, B flat, and E flat played together. For B flat minor 7, using the same finger shape, we'll shift our fingers down to play F, A flat, and D flat together. And for D flat over E flat, we'll play the same notes with our right hand. Again, that's A flat major, C minor 7, B flat minor 7, and D flat over E flat. With hands together, we have A flat major, C minor 7, B flat minor 7, and D flat over E flat. Now for the rhythm, we'll first play the A flat major chord with both hands. Then with our right hand, we'll break the chords apart by playing A flat, then C and E flat together, and then A flat again. We'll do the same for C minor 7. Same with B flat minor 7. And D flat over E flat. So with both hands together a little faster, we have A flat major, C minor 7, B flat minor 7, and D flat over E flat. So generally, this chord progression and rhythm is played through most of the song with different intricacies, which I'll go over. For the intro, we'll play this chord progression once normally. On the second time playing the chord progression, we'll play B flat minor 7 for 2 bars like so. And then go back to our A flat major chord where we start our verse section. For the verse section, we'll play this chord progression once normally. And on the second time around, we'll play D flat over E flat 5 times like so. Let's try that again. Then we play the chord progression normally a 3rd time. For the 4th time playing the chord progression, we'll extend the last 2 chords twice as long like so. Let's play the entire verse section all together. We'll play the chord progression normally the 1st time. The 2nd time around, we'll play the last chord 5 times. 3rd time around, we'll play it normally. And 4th time, we'll extend the last 2 2 chords twice as long. This is played the same for the first 2 verses. For the chorus, we'll first play the chord progression 3 times normally. Instead of playing single notes with our left hand, I recommend playing with octaves to add more fullness to the chord progression. After playing the chord progression for the 3rd time, we have this. Let's go over those last few chords. Our first chord is G flat major, where we have G flat on the left and G flat, B flat, and D flat played together on the right. The next chord is D flat over F, with F on the left and F, A flat, and D flat played together on the right. Again, that's G flat major and D flat over F. Next is D flat over E flat with E flat on the left, and we'll play what we played previously on the right with F, A flat, and D flat together. And we end with A flat major with A flat on the left, and E flat, A flat, and C together on the right. Or you can play A flat, C, and E flat. You can play this, or this. Either one works. We arrive at the bridge section, which sounds like this. I'll show you the chords first, and then I'll break down the rhythm. Our first chord is G flat major 7 with G flat on the left and B flat, D flat, and F played together on the right. Next is F minor 7 with F on the left and A flat, C, and E flat played together on the right. Then we have E flat minor 7 with E flat on the left and G flat, B flat, and D flat played together on the right. Let's try that again. G flat major 7, F minor 7, and E flat minor 7. Then we have G flat over A flat with A flat on the left and G flat, B flat, and D flat played together on the right. That's G flat major 7, F minor 7, E flat minor 7, and G flat over A flat. We play these chords with this rhythm. Let's play that faster. And we play this chord progression 3 times. And here's the last part of the bridge. Here we have B major with B on the left and G flat, B, and E flat played together on the right. Next we have G flat major with G flat on the left and G flat, B flat, and D flat played together on the right. That's B major and G flat major. Then we have E flat minor 7 with E flat on the left and D flat, G flat, and B flat played together on the right. Then we have D flat major with D flat on the left and D flat, F, and A flat played together on the right. E flat minor 7 and D flat major. So the last part is B major, G flat major, E flat minor 7, and D flat major. Here's the rhythm used for these chords. For B major, we'll play our solid B chord first. Then we play G flat, B, and E flat on our right. Next, we'll play our solid G flat major chord. Then we play our solid E flat minor chord, followed by D flat, G flat, and A flat on our right. Then a solid D flat major chord. Let's play that again. I'll play the third repetition of the first chord progression, followed by the second part of the bridge. That brings us to the solo section, which is pretty much what we played for the first sections. Then we arrive at the third chorus where we have a key change. Normally we end the chorus with this. However, here we'll play A flat major, C minor 7, and we'll play B flat minor 7 5 times. Then we'll key change and move all our notes up one semitone to play B minor 7 5 times. On the left, we have B and G flat, A, and D played together on the right. So again, it sounds like this. And we end up in the key of A major. A major has 3 sharps: F sharp, C sharp, and G sharp. From here, we play our main chord progression, which is A major, C sharp minor 7, B minor 7, and D over E, which is just one semitone higher than what we had played previously. Starting with our left hand, we have A for A major, C sharp for C sharp minor 7, B for B minor 7, and E for D over E. On our right, we have A, C sharp, and E played together for A major, A flat, B, and E played together for C sharp minor 7, G flat, A, and D played together for B minor 7, and we'll play the same for D over E. Putting both hands together, we have A major, C sharp minor 7, B minor 7, and D over E. With rhythm, we have this. The studio version, the song fades out while we're playing this chord progression. However, if you are playing this live, you can end the song with G major, D over F sharp, D over E, and A major. For G major, we have G on the left and G, B, and D played together on the right. For D over F sharp, we have F sharp on the left and F sharp, A, and D played together on the right. For D over E, we have E on the left and F sharp, A, and D on the right. So that's G major, D over F sharp, D over E. For A major, we have A on the left and E, A, C sharp, and E played together on the right. Let's try that again. Did you enjoy this tutorial? If so, here are some other classics to learn.